Hello, everybody, and welcome to the second half of the Gem City Comic-Con Online 2021. The other part of the show is still going on, but I'm getting this part started because we're going to have things going, and starting at 2:15, we'll be up and running. And just here to tell everybody, I'm looking at everything that's going on. Hold on a second, folks. But I hope you enjoyed the first half. We've had a lot of good comic book creators. We had cosplayers that's going on right now. And I hope you enjoyed everything. Amanda will be here in a few minutes. Sorry, folks, jumping around here. Like I said, hopefully we'll have Amanda here just in a few minutes. Next up, I'm trying to get that pulled up. Starting at 2:15, we're going to be having, let's see, the future of the MCU panel with, let's see, I'm trying to get everybody's names up here. So stay tuned. It'll be starting in about, what's the time? About 5 more minutes, and we'll get that up and running. Amanda, like I said, is finishing up the cosplay panel. Boy, I just feel like Garth from Wayne's World to hear a second, but we'll get everything's up. I see most people, looks like they're ready to start. Okay, she's still in the other panel. So I hope, like I said, everybody's enjoying themselves. I might just go ahead and get this panel started. Trying to find the private chat. Hopefully everybody's ready. Is everybody here ready to go for the panel if I start bringing you in? Okay, looks like it's good. I'm going to start adding people. I see going down the line here.
Hello. How are you?
We're running just a hair behind on the other panel, so I went ahead and got this started for Amanda. I'm going to start adding the rest of y'all.
Sorry
about that. I just don't like doing this by myself. I hope you don't mind starting just a couple minutes earlier.
No, we have 2 more people. They're a couple, so
okay, we're just a little early.
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
Can I claim ownership to the Godzilla and all the games behind you, please?
Oh, yeah, this is my collection.
Oh, it's awesome.
It looks really cool.
I've been experimenting with the streaming Atari 2600, like a gaming on Twitch.
Really?
And it's kind of working, kind of not. I'm trying to get that up and running, but it might work out.
I think if you can get like a compass, I think you need like a compass into HDMI. It should work, right?
Yeah, I actually got this other ion adapter that does the RCA because I'm actually got a old-fashioned Panasonic analog digital switcher. So I'm using all old technology with it. So it's pretty cool. Even I got the old 4x3 camera hooked up too. This is my HD, this one, but that's what I've been doing.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Zach.
Oh, my name's Richard, everybody. I'm sorry. Amanda's with the cosplayers, so I didn't know for sure how you guys want to do this, get started. I usually let her do everything, so.
I know when I talked to her, she was like, "Oh, we'll just bring you all up individually."
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that.
However, no worries. Most of us are here.
Well, there's Amanda.
There she goes. Look, there she goes. Oh no! Hi. There's a whole bunch of people here. Hi, how's it going?
Perpetual motion machine. She is.
Oh my God. I was so panicky. I'm like, I'm not going to get it. Oh, you got 7 in. How'd you do this? The man doesn't know how to answer his Twitter DMs.
Wait, hold on. Wait. What am I doing?
Ords looks healthy. What's wrong?
What am I doing, man?
You're here, dude. You know.
Oh, cool. Hey, guys. How's it going?
Wait. I have a quick question. If I'm in the middle, are you saying I'm so fat I have my own gravitational pull? Is that why you get me in the middle?
Oh, please, boy.
You know what? Amanda, let him write the jokes for you. Yes, that's exactly what she meant.
Yeah, he
Let
has
him
to
write
pull
the
off.
jokes for
you better hold me.
Fat jokes.
His jaws alone have orbiting moons.
Oh my God!
My waistline.
Loki, my boy.
What's up, Ords? How you doing, brother?
Waiting for that invite to your channel, dude.
Oh, dude, anytime. It's open invite. You can come on anytime. I'd love to have you.
Wait. Waiting for an invite to his. You have an invite to mine, but no, you can't answer your DM over on Twitter.
God.
Oh, no swearing, guys. No swearing. Let's keep that.
Come on, man. Don't censor me, Fat Steven. I'm just kidding,
I would
guys.
like to come back to the Comic-Con.
It's a family show. It's a family show. I understand. Is Kashyyk supposed to be with us, right?
Yeah,
where's she is. I didn't know if you guys were gonna share or what, but
I mean, we definitely want your better half, Ords.
Yeah, she is definitely the better half. All right,
I thought you were telling me to put the paper bag on again.
No, I got 4 minutes to get this all set up real quick. So you guys talk amongst yourselves. I won't leave, but I will mute and close the camera. I gotta, come on, man. I gotta maintain a certain level of feng shui. So
we got you.
All right, I'll be back. I'll be back.
All right, Ors.
Whoa!
let me change my avatar. My avatar.
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't see that.
Man. What's up, dude? All right, hold on, man. Hold on. Let me change my the Christmas one. No, let's not do it.
Ords. I will. Yeah, it's definitely not Christmas.
No. What about my stoner doctor? No, not that.
You are live.
Here we go. There we go.
Okay, we keep that one.
Oh my God! Can we just fade out that whole bottom part of the screen, please?
I can just do this. I mean,
yeah.
Are we live?
We're live.
We are live and shaking now.
Yeah.
Well, welcome everybody, and welcome to this beautiful Gem Con, man. This is amazing. Thank you for putting this on, by the way. This is awesome.
Yeah, this is our lovely motley group. We hang out with each other, stream together, joke with each other. These guys are amazing. So I'm so honored they could join us.
Yeah, each one of us has sued the other person on this panel. It's true.
Oh dear Lord. So, first off, thank you guys so much. Reina, huge fan. I'm just gonna straight up say that I am such a huge fan of yours.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, I am. You know what? This isn't on Twitch, so I can say that. Yes, I
know.
I want to see her channel grow because I need to see the cheerleading outfit and all the other outfits that are to be coming as you grow. I'm
wearing the cheerleader outfit too.
That's no cheerleading outfit.
I won't be picking up any nickels, though. That's for sure.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you, Amanda.
No, you're fine. Steven, thank you so much for introducing me and bringing me into this community with open arms and having me be a part of everything that's been going on and letting me be part of some of your podcasts that you've done. I greatly appreciate it. And Ords, thank you for giving me a reason to stay up till 3 a.m.
But Amanda, you're always
definitely.
Amanda, you're always welcome, and you're kind of like that bridge that can bring the Twitch community to see that the YouTube community, they don't have to be at odds, and they can actually have conversations on both sides, because I've never had a woman thank me for something while not macing me, so I'm kind of not used to this right away. But it's good. I appreciate it. You are a very nice personality and soul. You seem to have a way of welcoming people yourself. And honestly, if it wasn't for these people all around me, I wouldn't be here where I am today. So they all deserve a pat on the back.
Besides, come here.
What is that?
This is a fizz gig.
Holy.
This is the chihuahua I told you about. That's
Somebody
named
likes Dark Crystal.
Yes.
What's up,
Dark Crystal character. Fizz gig. Love
Look,
Fizz
I'm going to say, you guys want to talk Dark Crystal, we'll get into it, man. That's my jam. Get a little Fizz gig
You
up
can put
there.
him in the back again.
No, don't do that. You stop. That's a little Fizz gig. You be nice to that little puppy.
Hey, don't point at me with that finger.
Hey,
hold on. What about that finger? Is the pinky better for you?
And Purple Valkyrie, Stone Cold Loki. Thank you guys so much for agreeing to do this. I actually really do enjoy your guys' stuff. So you really have Reina to thank for that, because obviously I wanted to check out your stuff when she was like, these people.
Thank you, and thank you for asking. It's an honor. Thank you.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Look at everybody. By the way, Chris, don't quit. Thank you so much for joining the channel, being new to the channel. Greatly appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the content that we put on here. We do podcasting and gaming. Shut up. So we're just and we're still just waiting on Amber, right?
Yeah, she's kind of doing her thing right now. She's taking care of the kids and whatnot, but we're good. The show must go on.
The show must go on. So, guys, I'm going to let you have at it. If you need us for anything, we will be in the background. But we're going to let you guys have the spotlight. And thank you guys again so much for doing this for us. We greatly appreciate it.
No, thank you for the invite. You guys are amazing. Thank you for putting this on. You guys are awesome.
All right, we'll see you guys at the end. Bye.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much.
She let the leashes off the dogs, man. Let's get them, guys. Let's
go. So we get to have all kinds of fun. So Amanda, when you get a chance, you can share my screen. Yes. So ignore all my tags in the back. But this panel, when I got assembled my Avengers team here, we were kind of thinking about, what should we talk about? What tech should we talk about? So the idea came up, you know what? What about the future of the MCU and what's going on with that? But before we actually do go into that, what I would like to do is have all the panelists introduce themselves and basically say, what your favorite MCU movie is, and let us know if you got into Marvel either through the comics, the movies, or both. So why don't we start with the lovely Purple Valkyrie?
Thank you, sweetheart. Hi, guys, and it's an honor to join this amazing panel. Thank you. I am Purple Valkyrie, one half of Rise and Shine with the Valkyries with the lovely Samantha Joe. And for me, I got into MCU through comics. I've always been a fan of comics. I've always read them, both Marvel and DC. And obviously, once the film started, you kind of fall into this universe, don't you? Favorite films? See, that's a tough one because I don't think there's any that I have, but there are some obviously that you like more than others. What was that, Stephen? Was that Ghost Rider you said?
No, I didn't say anything.
Ghost Rider. Oh my God, we need a meme. We need a meme of that one. That's all I'm gonna say. Sorry, Purple.
I didn't do anything.
Wow, they made a Ghost Rider movie? I didn't even know. No, I'm just kidding, guys. Sorry.
I'm right there with Ords. Yeah. Who knew?
Didn't happen. Yeah.
Let's just say I've seen it. He's nowhere as cool as Scorpion from Mortal Kombat, but that's a different thing.
I do love Scorpion
films. I love the thing. You can't go wrong with those. They're just fun. They're just really great films. And Infinity War.
Cool. All right, Fat Steven the Grifter, you're up.
Oh, I still have the Grifter in my name. I'm sorry. I was working on my next scheme for more free comics.
Truth hurts, buddy.
Play it down there. Well, my name is Fat Steven Segal. I am a YouTuber. I'm also a co-host with the lovely Reina Creole for the Lunch Table. I also actually help on another show with Loki below me, as well as Ords. The only thing I haven't done is a project with Purple yet. But you can find me on YouTube. Yeah, that's the key word. Yeah, it is. You can find me on Twitter. I'm usually pretty much down to earth. Love to make people laugh. I'm more of an MCU guy than an MC like Marvel Comics guy than I am at DC, but it all depends on the hero and the story. Spider-Man is definitely my favorite, especially Ben Reilly's Scarlet. I also have a thing for the symbiotes and Raven and Starfire. Favorite movie? That's a hard one. But if my favorite movie right now would probably Have to be Ghost Rider. I really love Ghost Rider. I think it's a great series. It's a great movie. If I'm gonna go out in a ball of fire, this is how I'm gonna do it.
Oh, who knew how divisive?
But thank you for having me.
Oh, no problem.
After the panel.
TD, I'm a bigger fan. I'm just saying. I'm a bigger fan. Just saying.
So, Loki, you are up next.
Thank you so very much, Lorena. My name's Stone Loki. I do a little morning show, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, called Loki's Mornings of Mischief, where I talk about everything in pop culture. Anything you can possibly imagine, from TV shows, comics, movies, video games, you name it, I talk about it. DC Comics pulled me into comics. Reading about Superman and Batman pulled me into comics. But I have to say, Spider-Man, X-Men, Avengers kept me reading comics. And it wasn't until mid-2000s when a little Loki got born that I stopped reading comics, but I kept up with the movies. That was, the Captain America movie was just coming out, and we got Iron Man, and I was like, you know what? I'm not reading comics anymore, but I'm watching these wonderful movies that are coming out from Marvel, because it wasn't originally Disney doing these movies. It was the Marvel, it was the Marvel tagline that was making these movies along with Paramount. And it was like seeing Iron Man for the first time on film like that. What he is Tony Stark. Robert Downey Jr. is Tony Stark. I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And it kept me wanting to come back, and then seeing Hemsworth as Thor and Hiddleston as Loki. Yeah. The Marvel Cinematic Universe has always been exciting. Hopefully that keeps up with Phase 4.
Agreed.
And no, I do not recognize Ghost Rider or anyone named Nicolas Cage playing him. No. Bad Marvel. Anyway.
And Ords, you're up.
Yes. Oh, so we're talking about favorite Marvel's movie, right? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah,
something like that. Yeah,
Marvel, the films or the comics, and which movie?
Yeah. So, here's the thing. I'm a DC guy. I'm kind of with Loki. Like DC, I was drawn to DC just by the darker nature of the characters. I love the complexity of the relationships between the characters. But Marvel had something when I was a kid that DC didn't really have, or wasn't as easily obtainable, which was animated series, which I did read comic books, and really the animated series is what made me like Spider-Man animated series, X-Men. That's what made me collect comic books. So that's what got me started on comic books. It just eventually I was drawn to the DC side of things. I'm kind of a DC, I guess you would say fanboy, but Marvel will always have a special place in my heart for the simple fact that that's what got me into comics, was the Marvel stuff. And with same with Fat Steven, I love the symbiote stuff. I love that. The character designs are awesome. Again, the complexity within the relationships in those characters. It was, Spider-Man was a huge thing for me. So I really enjoy the Spider-Man MCU stuff. I know a lot of people are really critical of it, but I would have to say out of all of the MCU movies, everything that we've been presented with so far, I probably, it's such a toughie. I probably have to say I like the Guardians of the Galaxy stuff probably the most. I like Chris Pratt and Parks and Rec being my favorite show. Him coming up through that show, I've become a fan of Chris Pratt. So now there are things about Infinity War I love. I love the arc. I love the poetic ending of what was the last movie called? I'm having a brain fart here.
Endgame.
Thank you, Endgame. Yeah, the poetic ending of Endgame with Tony Stark going full circle. That first movie ending, or that last movie ending the way the first movie did, just kind of that beautiful thing there. But the symbiote stuff is amazing. it's fast to even see my collection I'm starting to amass of the Venom stuff. So I just love it. I love the anti-hero stuff. I love Marvel just really does a good job of giving something for maybe lack of a better term, normies out there. They make it easily accessible for those people to come in the fandom as well and enjoy it. So there's something there for everybody to enjoy, and there's something there for everybody to criticize as well. So and that's what this is all about, is having these conversations where we're critical of things, but also sharing in things that we love. So Marvel is just that for me. It's a good center point for people to meet and enjoy. So.
Right. Very well said. Well, I did just kind of ask backwards. I should introduce myself first, but I wanted my panelists to go first. So I'm Reina Creole. You can find me on Twitter. You can find me on Instagram, and you can find me on YouTube, where I do videos and live streaming some shows with my co-host, Fat Steven Segal. And for me, I found out about comics through my father, who was a DC person, but DC never felt personal to me. They kind of felt like these kind of like up on a pedestal, so to speak, like Superman, like Batman. It's like they were just there to me. I didn't feel that I could relate. And then years later, I walk into, a 7-Eleven with a little bit of money, go to a spinner rack, and I find a comic book called X-Men. And I start reading the X-Men, and the X-Men comic, I could relate to that because there were these people who didn't quite fit in anywhere else. And that's how I felt in high school. I was with the jocks and cheerleaders, but didn't quite really feel like I belonged there. I had nerd knowledge, but didn't quite felt that I belonged there either. So the X-Men was one of those things where that just felt like it was my existence. I could relate to Wolverine. I could relate to Storm. I could relate to Rogue. And then bring in the animated series, where you have the X-Men animated series, not only the X-Men animated series, but the G.I. Joe animated series too. So I started collecting the G.I. Joe, comic books, and just loved getting sucked into that world, to the point of actually visiting a comic shop. I found this after 20 years, somehow stuck in my stash.
What?
And yeah. Oh yeah, found these hidden somewhere. Absolutely. And these I got from a comic shop that I went to visit. And as for movies, of course, Spider-Man came out, loved it. Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2, favorite one, until Iron Man showed up. Now, I couldn't figure out why people were excited about Iron Man. I'm like at work, first professional job, blah, blah, blah. Everybody's talking about Iron Man. I'm like, Iron Man was some D-list character in Marvel. Why the heck should I care? And then all these people are telling me, even people who aren't comic book fans, who are telling me about Iron Man. So I'm like, okay, I go and I check out the movie, and I'm just like blown away, completely blown away, even though I had not read any of the Iron Man comics, but knew of him, and just feel like I was attached to the comics and just got hooked ever since. So Iron Man is my favorite. I'm going to cheat a little bit and say that Infinity War is also on that same level because of what happened to Tony Stark at the end. I did not expect for that to happen, but Iron Man is my favorite. Iron Man is my favorite, and with Infinity War, to me, it felt like the MCU was dead, but they have what's known as Phase 4. So with this panel, I would love to find you guys' thoughts about what Marvel has for Phase 4, aka the future of Marvel. Yeah. And what I'd like to do is go through this lovely graphic here, which is already out of date in some parts that we can see. So WandaVision did just conclude over on Disney Plus, and Falcon and the Winter Soldier has started. Who of you guys have seen the first episode of Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
Oh, I did.
I did.
I have
Not yet.
not. I have not.
I honestly, I wanted to check out after the fight on the plane. I was like, okay. It kind of bothered me the way that like he beat up those three guys, and then he's checking on that one guy, and suddenly those three guys are back up like nothing happened. And I'm like, that's so like 50s villain. Like like an episode of the Green Hornet where Kato comes through and takes everybody out, and suddenly, as soon as he goes to check on the Green Hornet, they're all back on him, fighting him like nothing. Like he never beat them in the first place. I don't know. I just didn't like the beginning of it.
I can kind of agree with that because I did enjoy it for what it was, and but if at the same time, not just about that. I think if he is supposed to be the way the trailer delivered it, because honestly, one of the trailers that I saw really kind of put a detriment on my view of this series, and I think other people can kind of relate. But if he's one to be fighting and supposed to be somewhat taking up the mantle in the future of Cap, if the way it's supposed to be felt and presented, Cap was never to the point where he would, you know what I mean, end the enemy. You know what I mean? He would incapacitate them, and I found that the end point of the violence kind of throwing me off. Other than that, it was a fast 49 minutes, and some of the character delivery, as well as like Bucky's trauma and how that was presented, was very well done. Does that make sense, or am I supposed to talk more?
No, I'd agree with you, Pat. I completely agree with you.
I'd agree with you on that, about how Bucky's trauma and his PTSD was displayed, especially in reference with the counselor that he was talking to, where he kind of just tries to, blow smoke, and she basically says, get real with me, with what's going on. So I thought that was very realistic how they brought that up, because the first trailer made it seem like a buddy cop type of thing, and I didn't like that at all. So I'm glad that did not turn out to be the case. Like that Steven says, it was a very fast-paced 49 minutes. Was well-paced, a lot of good information in it. We'll have to see how it works out, because you guys know, for me, my big pushback on this is, for me, I felt that Bucky should have got Cap's shield instead of Sam, because I wanted to see Sam as Falcon, not Sam as the next Captain America.
It seems more like the natural progression. And as somebody who hasn't seen this episode yet, let's keep in mind, and maybe I'm just maybe it's a bad take, but WandaVision started, everybody loved it, or most people loved it. Most people were really enjoying it, and then by the end of it, there was a lot of people who didn't like the direction that it went. So it might turn into a buddy cop movie eventually. I don't know, but I'm very excited that people like this first episode. But we've kind of been conditioned now to like be apprehensive about it. Like, okay, that was cool, but what's next? But I'm excited to watch it now. You guys get me excited about it. So
I kind of agree with you, Ords, and that's sorry, Purple. The thing is, the setup, I don't want to spoil it too much, but the way the setup the first episode went, I think they and who they credited in the credits, I think there's a little bit of worry on how they're going to deliver through the 6 episodes, but I'm not going to put expectations to the point where I feel like I got let down. I'm going to go in with fresh eyes, but I'm not going to put hope on something until I see how the story progresses.
Purple, you had a point?
Yeah, absolutely. Just to agree with you guys, I'm going to go in and watch it later with an open mind. But I do agree that Sam is a hero in his own right. He doesn't need to be the next Captain America. So, as you say, that is a kind of a weird progression for him. But I'm looking forward to it. I think the one thing I will take away from the MCU, what they've done with the TV series, is the production value. It's really high. It's they're putting their all into it, same as they did with the movies.
I would have to agree. Loki, you have anything else to add before I add my 2 cents?
I'll agree with Purple. The production value is very high. There was a lot of info dump about what happened during the second half of WandaVision, how they got shut down, how they came back with like a quarter of the staff.
Right.
Obviously, that's going to affect a show. To get shut down right in the middle of it, you're on this high. You're like burning the studio down with quality, and then suddenly you're stopped. They put a stop to everything. The emergency brakes pulled, and you have to come back and try and find that again. That has to be hard. if something like that didn't happen to Falcon Winter Soldier and they were able to go with it from point A to B to C to D and finish it, I want to see more. I didn't particularly like the beginning of the first episode, but I want to see more. I want to see more good Marvel. And if they can give me that, I will be very, very happy.
I agree. I have much more of a draconian approach to Falcon and Winter Soldier. They are really going to have to prove themselves to me. The first episode was okay. I didn't mind watching it, but I'm extremely worried about where it's going to go. Again, just because of what happened with WandaVision, I want to see if they can pull this out in 6 episodes. So my expectations to be impressed are very high. I hope it does not crash and burn, but we'll just have to wait and see. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. Okay, well, next in the timeline is Morbius. Now, I heard this film got postponed.
Well, vampires can only film at night, right? They're limited.
I wonder if it had something to do with...
At least not the ones in... Okay, I'm not going to talk about Twilight.
Is that true? Is that true, Purple? Do vampires only come out at night?
This one does. At least it feels like it.
I was going to say Twilight. They run around all day and sparkle and whatnot.
Yeah, but they work at Sephora for that. That's the difference, right? They're offering glitter as well as a novel, so it's kind of a win-win if you can read.
Now somebody's going to have to give me a little bit of history on Morbius, but I just know he's a vampire, but that's like it.
Michael Morbius,
the living vampire.
Supposedly, he has a genetic blood disease, and it's affecting his mortality. And so he's trying to solve it with plasma experiments. If I'm going through like the Fox Kids Spider-Man,
and
which is the best one. Yeah, during those experiments, he injected himself with a serum that thought would cure him of it, but instead turned him into the living vampire, who pretty much was like, instead of feeding off blood, he fed off the plasma of other life forms to sustain himself.
Have any of you ever heard of the Eldritch saga?
Yep.
I have not.
Very, very old book, and it is very much Morbius. He is a weak, he was born with a disease, and eventually he gets this sword from this other dimension, and he steals the life force from other people, and that pretty much cures him of, as long as he keeps using this sword and keeps stealing the life force. And it's all like, it all ends badly, of course. It's all set up. It ends badly. But as long as he keeps taking life with this sword and stealing the life force from people, I've always wondered if they didn't get the idea of Morbius from the Eldritch saga.
Yes, I having read the books as well, I can see where you're coming from, that kind of symbiotic relationship, the parasitic side. I could definitely see that. Whether it was intentional or not, who can say?
He's another one of those complex characters that it's just interesting to watch his story unfold. It was some of the, like Fast Steven had mentioned, the animated Spider-Man series. There was a block of storyline that heavily involved him, and it was probably one of the best story arcs, or one of my favorite story arcs within an animated series. And it made me want to buy comic books, and I do own a few of them. But I'd like to get more into his backstory and stuff too, because I feel like he's one of those obscure characters, which is kind of interesting that they decided to go with a Morbius movie. But do you guys think that like maybe it got halted because of what was going on with the Justice League shoots and stuff?
I don't know. I don't know, but I think Morbius is also a way to open up the doors to Midnight Suns and the Blade, because you know how they announced Blade too. So I think Morbius is kind of a stepping stone to introduce us to Midnight Suns, which some of those comics are fantastic.
And I do not acknowledge Pat Stevens' avatar. I do not acknowledge.
I was wondering when he was going to say something.
Well, and I don't know if you guys know about the deleted scene with the original Blade movie, but I think their original, even back then, their intention was to bring in Morbius here, because there's the deleted scene where he's having the conversation, Blade's having this conversation, and he looks off in the distance on the top of a roof, and here's this character, and it is assumed to be Morbius. So I think it's somebody they really wanted to introduce, and I think that makes sense with the Blade stuff. That would be a way to bring it in all together, because I think what they're setting up here is literally bringing all the Marvel universes together at some point. And then knock on wood, maybe get Deadpool kills the Marvel universe. I don't know. Here's fruition, right?
I hope they do. Yeah, it's like I'd heard about Morbius, and then I heard that they had I'd kicked the premiere date down the road. But going to the next one, which is, I believe, supposed to come out in May, which is Black Widow. Now, to me, this feels like the movie that is way too late to show up. What are you guys' thoughts?
They should have done this. They should have done this after Age of Ultron. I think I've heard so many people say that Age of Ultron should have been out. It should have been about the what did they keep saying? What are her and it's a Hawkeye, right? Yeah, Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Wrote her about Budapest. Oh, this is just like Budapest. You and I have a very different idea about what Budapest was like, but it should have been about Budapest. And I don't know. You're doing a movie about a character that's gone, and you're doing it specifically to replace her with another character. So you're doing it to get us to like another actress that's going to play another kind of version of Black Widow. So why should I? It's a passing torch movie after she's gone. You should have done this before, and they kept saying it wouldn't have worked. No one's going to go see it. It wouldn't have worked. And then Wonder Woman happened, and they scrambled to do Black Widow. If there's one thing I will severely criticize Marvel about, it's that there are chances, Marvel under Disney, there are chances they could have taken that they didn't. And this is one of those chances that they should have taken 5-6 years ago, and they didn't. And we would have cared about this a lot more.
Correct me if I'm wrong, though. The Black Widow movie takes place in the past, technically during, I think, phase 2 or 3, maybe, or am I is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. So it's like we've gone past all that. We've revisited that twice now with the last phase.
I want to add this though quickly though, because remember how they said all the series are now leading towards the multiverse and all that stuff. So let's say that this was supposed to come out, let's say during phase 2. But what if now they're going to play it and change it to the point where now this is a Black Widow, but it's going to be a Black Widow from a different multiverse?
I don't know. I think DC did that with their TV shows, like the CW stuff. So I don't know. I mean, I think that they're going to be, if they're going to use that, like the multiverse stuff, to change things around, I think they're going to be very selective in how they do that. Whereas like DC was just like, here's this one scenario, the Flash makes everything change, basically. You know what I mean? Like you could just use the Flash to change anything. Where I think Marvel doing it is they're going to spread it out. They're going to, how much more epic do you get than Endgame? I mean, they're going to spread it out. They're going to selectively choose how they're going to bring in the multiverse stuff, and they're going to try to do it with tact. That's just my opinion.
Well, if I know for me personally, I don't even know Ords if they even see doing that. And the reason why is because you have the person who wrote the screenplay for Black Widow was the showrunner on WandaVision. And they couldn't wrap that up to a successful completion. That sounds like that would be really cool if they did it, but I don't see them even doing that.
I think they're definitely going to introduce a multiverse situation with Deadpool. They want to bring Deadpool in. I mean, how can you not have a Marvel universe without Deadpool?
Yeah, Deadpool rocks.
Wow,
that's so freaking
nightmare
disturbing.
fuel.
Yeah, but I mean, it's with Black Widow. It's for me. It's like kind of like what everyone's saying. It feels like the movie is way too late. We know the character's dead. And I don't really have that much faith in the person who wrote the screenplay tackling the multiverse or something else. I mean, we'll see when it comes out. I know I wasn't too interested in seeing it from the trailer, but we'll see the result when it comes out. But I haven't heard a whole lot of excitement about Black Widow at all.
Right.
No,
For me.
I can't
Yeah,
see the
yeah.
panel because there's someone blocking my eyesight. I can see again. It's a miracle.
Such a prima donna.
I know. See me.
I'm so special.
Give me cupcakes.
Oh, now he's getting paid in cupcakes, guys. Oh, good night.
You're gonna end up a diabetic, Steven.
Mhm.
I already am
late.
a diabetic. I'm
Too
too
late.
fat for the diabetes.
We're going to
That's the
toss
problem.
you insulin shots at you.
Oh, that's great. I'll work on that, Griff, next. I would like some
Ooh,
insulin.
next time he puts up the Nick Cage thing, we can use him for target practice. We can just throw diabetic, insulin at him.
Speaking of the next one, which actually I'm cautiously excited about, and that's the Loki series that's supposed to be coming out.
You're not going to play pin the epi on the Steven, are you?
I'm not telling you. You'll find out one way or the other.
Please, chat. Don't let this happen.
I was cautiously optimistic about the Loki show as well, but I think we might have been sold a bit of a bait and switch, at least when it comes to Tom Hiddleston.
Yeah.
It's like a gluten-free cupcake, thinking it's a real cupcake.
Elaborate. That sound like
we all saw the trailer for it, correct?
Yes,
that was released. Tom Hiddleston everywhere. He's in almost every scene in that trailer. He's doing the voiceover. Tom Hiddleston is, from what we can tell, not very much in the series itself. He's being made to be the main character, but he is very much not. He's a side character that will show up periodically throughout the series.
How they will defend this is they will say that, oh, no, Loki's in this. Well, Sophia DiMartino will be playing Lady Loki.
I'm sorry?
Yes. Sophia DiMartino will be playing Lady Loki. And if anyone's read the comics and seen Lady Loki in the comics, she looks nothing like Lady Loki in the comics. And I've seen her in the Loki outfit, in the Loki clothing. They have production stills of her dressed as Loki. She does not look like Lady Loki at all from the comics. Lady Loki was very fit, voluptuous. That is not the way she looks in the suit, in the clothing. Tom Hiddleston, there will be some narration. From what I understand, he will be in the first episode. He will be narrating during the other episodes, but she will take the main stance in the show and she's going to get the majority of the screen time as Loki. It's not going to be Tom Hiddleston.
Okay, so we don't get Tom Hiddleston on the regular.
No.
Tom Hiddleston fans, you're already going to be pissed. That's
I'm like, why else would I want to watch it?
That's what I'm saying. I wanted to watch it to watch Tom Hiddleston, who I didn't like initially in the Thor movies, but he grew on me.
So we're also not going to get Tom Hiddleston as much as we want. We're also not going to get like a sexy version of Lady Loki or what she would look like in the comic book. So we got nothing to look at then. I mean, I enjoy looking at Tom Hiddleston. I think he's a very handsome gentleman, and I love his character. Like kind of what we were talking about before. He is Loki. There's no other actor that will ever play Loki as good as Tom Hiddleston. He is Loki.
I wasn't sure about him either. I agree, that first Thor movie, but when he did the scene where Thor's been locked up by S.H.I.E.L.D. and he tells him our father has passed, and he walks out and he gets that smile on his face, I was like, oh my God, it's perfect. He's perfect. It works. It works. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Nah. Okay.
Loki will be in the series. Yeah. What he just said, they did not say Tom Hiddleston would be the focus of the series. That's right.
Actually has 2 seasons planned, unlike a lot of the other shows.
Oh, 2 seasons. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
maybe
I think
the
we're
series is. No, sorry.
getting a lot of Lady Loki coming.
Yeah.
It's okay, Rowan. Can't like everybody.
Do you think that maybe this is like a series to resurrect Loki now that he's like technically officially gone? What do you think about that? Are you talking, Fat Steven? If you're talking, you're muted.
Good question.
No, I'm not talking. I'm just
Your avatar was
muttering.
freaking out right there.
I want to eat the burgers and I can't reach them.
But yeah, do you guys think that's the case? Maybe this is like a resurrection of the Loki series. That's why they even call it that.
They brought him back in Endgame. They brought him back.
Was it? They did. I don't remember that.
They did. Basically, when they go and they're trying to get the Tesseract, and Loki gets free at the bottom of Avengers Stark Tower, and Loki grabs the Tesseract and disappears. From that point on, that Loki survived. He did not, because history changed and he didn't get taken back to Asgard. His history is now changed. We will never get the Loki we saw that died in Infinity War. We will never get him back. This is going to be a different Loki.
Different Loki.
So he's kind of going back to his old ways, then, not the like. Actually, gotcha. Okay.
He didn't regain his ability to retribute his selfishness over the good of others. And I think that's the problem.
Okay.
So we got selfish Loki back.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's press on to the next one, which is Venom. I cannot just say I did not think that I was going to like the first Venom movie. I was not sure if I was going to like it. And the more I watched it, the more I freaking liked it. And now I can't wait to see Carnage. And I really hope Disney does not F this up because no.
Is anyone else hoping that Woody Harrelson's Carnage eventually he'll just slip and go, "Hey Sam, you want a beer?" And you go totally cheers. You go like totally cheers Carnage.
I wonder though, like I heard they might change his hair, like because they had the appearance at the end of the movie, the first one, and he had that crazy hair. I hope he keeps that crazy hair. I really do.
Agreed. Tom Hardy did it. Tom Hardy did a great job.
The relationship between Eddie and the symbiote was beautiful. I thought, I thought it was great. I thought it was fun, man. I enjoyed it. Especially the scene in the apartment where he doesn't even know what's going on, really. And he's like trying to warn everybody, like, guys, I'm telling you, like, just trust me. He's like more scared for them than he is for himself. And it was a good culmination, man. I loved it, and I'm excited to see this next one because Carnage.
Yeah.
Same. I was surprised how much I enjoyed the film, especially since the last time we saw Venom was Spider-Man 3.
Oh, please don't say that. Please don't say that. Because all I picture is the black suit Venom, but Tobey Maguire doing that weird Hot Topic emo dancing, and I'm like, I need to go back. That? Yeah. Go ahead, change your avatar. I dare you. Go change the avatar. I dare you.
You didn't like it?
No. Go for it, Loki. I'll give you about 5 minutes because I can just make something in 3 seconds.
Don't do it.
I honestly think that's the reason why I did not want to watch the Venom movie when it first came out because of
for bad dancing.
So because my brain wanted to wipe away the existence of seeing that in Spider-Man 3.
The worst part about that was what was it? That 70s show Venom? That that 70s Eddie. No, that Tober Grace. He is not Eddie Brock. He looks like something Eddie Brock would bench press.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, I can't wait until the official trailer comes out. For
do you guys ever see that video of that scene of him doing that walking dance with no music behind him whatsoever?
Oh God, please stop. He's pointing at all the ladies. He's like,
no, thank you.
It's like he's walking on the street
before, man. Like it takes it to a whole new level, man. Like I can't even imagine how the set was. Like people behind the scenes being like, "What is going on here?"
What you could do, there's two things you could do. The first one is you can redub it with Bittersweet Symphony from the Verb and have him just doing the walking. And the second one is like every time he's pointing at the ladies going, hey, be like, yeah, hey, and then just have a little word that says restraining order. And then points up restraining order. Restraining order. He's dancing with the pizza. Oh, dude, what is wrong with you? I'm not looking at Loki anymore. I'm not affiliated with Loki.
Don't forget, he's coming back, so they can get him to do it again.
He better not dance.
I'm scared about purple. The next one, which I have zero excitement about, actually, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. I'm not excited by this.
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's 10 rings. It's 10 things I can be disappointed about. So I'm looking forward to it.
I swear this is like a MCU movie nobody really asked for, but they just threw it in the mix.
It's an overly complicated title as well. It doesn't exactly roll.
That's true too. It can't be something simple like Kung Fu. I mean, that's simple and to the point, but they have to do. Okay, I'm not really interested in it. What about you guys?
Man,
no,
that hard pass. I don't know if this next one is any better. The Eternals.
After that promotional art, no, I'm not. No, not at all. No. I'd rather watch Teletubbies.
I love the comic version of the Eternals. I love the whole lore behind the Eternals. You just know that Marvel, the Disney and all the Marvel, all these guys here, MCU, all that, they're not going to be able to pull it off the way they pull it off in the comic books. They're just not going to do it. And it makes me sad.
It's like, oh, dear God, no.
What's up, T-shirt? How are you?
Well, we can move on to the next one, which is Spider-Man 3. I guess
I'm excited
to come out in December.
Homeless? Oh wait, no, that's not homeless.
No, it's not homeless.
Living in a van down by the river.
Not allowed to go home.
Spider-Man.
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
I cannot just say I have to say I have not watched any of the new Spider-Man movies because he's Tony Stark Jr. and that defends me highly.
You're not missing much. You're not missing much.
I like him.
It's Spider-Man home fries. Come on.
He's okay in the other movies. I can tolerate him, in Endgame and in Infinity War.
I think his best work as Spider-Man, I think, is in Civil War.
I don't know how much truth you can put into this or not, but the rumor, and I hate rumors, but the rumor is that in Multiverse of Madness, you're going to see a Tobey Maguire Spider-Man that taught a young Tony Stark how to be Iron Man. Instead of it being the other way around, you've got Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man that taught Tony Stark Iron Man how to be Iron Man.
Okay, now see, I would be down with that. Because Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, this is the one I'm really, really waiting.
Well, I mean, Spider-Man 3, isn't that the basically the live action Spider-Verse? Isn't that one? Or is that like a separate thing?
I think the 3 is actually supposed to stand for the 3 separate Spider-Man. I think
that's what I thought. Yeah.
Because it's connected. Because it is connected to the multiverse in a way, and that's going to be the first actual multiverse movie, if I understand it correctly. Because Venom is a separate platform due to the fact it's still run by the Sony franchise. Yeah. So Spider-Man will probably be directly linked, and from there we will probably go into the Multiverse of Madness, which will not only have... Well, it won't just have Doctor Strange. It will also have American Chavez, and I believe as well. That hero is being introduced in this movie.
And it's supposed to have...
I don't say that name.
AKA Scarlet Witch, supposedly. Which, I got to say this because I'm still pissed. I'm still pissed Doctor Strange didn't show up in WandaVision. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He was in here, as was Peter Parker, and you didn't do it. Okay.
Well, they don't know how to read comics. We've already seen that story.
I'm done. It's so freaking
but no, they take these stories and they take the stories from the comics and then just streamline them. They don't actually add the beautiful nuance that makes comic books great.
And that's what I don't understand. It's just like, why can't you look in the comics, again, pick up those nuances and the talent of writing is bringing the nuances of that comic to life for people to see and enjoy. I'm sorry, that's freaking lazy.
It's Disney. I'm not going to down on Disney. I'm just going to say that they did the same thing with Star Wars. They're cherry picking their way through the history of IPs.
Agreed.
They said, okay, the EU and Star Wars does not exist anymore, but they have cherry picked so many characters and ideas from the EU and just made a whole thing about them. It's like, why not just keep the EU alive? Well, it's the same thing with the comics. Instead of going, you know what, we're going to take this comic line, we're going to take we're going to take Vision, and we're going to make it just like the comic. No, they're not going to do that. They're going to cherry pick ideas and do their own story, and that's just the way they've got it set up and want to do it.
And it's God, it's such a freaking lazy way out.
With that being said, though, I'm excited about Spider-Man 3 and leading into this next one.
Yeah, these two might, for me, Spider-Man 3 not so much, but I might catch up and change my mind. But definitely Doctor Strange. I'm really looking forward to the next one, especially this one. Not so much. Thor, Love and Thunder. This is
Melissa McCarthy,
Lady Thor. I know
Melissa McCarthy as Hela. What a vision. Melissa McCarthy as Hela. Hela will return in Thor Love and Thunder, and she will be played by Melissa McCarthy.
I'm out.
Yeah. Words, I'm out. Yeah.
It's been good, Thor.
No.
Like that right there alone, like, okay, I know Chris Hemsworth's a beautiful looking man, but that right there is it makes it not worth looking at him the whole movie. That I'm out, man. I'm done.
Dude, I'm with you. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's just jump shift. That's it.
I'll just go back and watch Ragnarok again, and that's my least favorite Thor movie. I'll just go back and watch this.
I'm sad now.
I've seen all the title I've heard about this is not positive.
T-shirt of the story, and no, I'm not kidding. By all means, look it up. No, I'm not kidding.
I'm not buying that for $1. Oh God. Oh, don't get me started on that. So this next one.
Wait, you guys! I have some breaking news about that Thor.
What?
Give me 1 second. I had to adjust my screen from up there. Bam! There we go. There's your new Thor. Yeah.
Whoa! I was really hoping no one was going to find that.
Okay, I might be okay with it. With that, I'm okay.
I think she borrowed the arms from Chris, but I love it.
I mean, those arms are pretty cut. I mean, those arms are pretty cut. At least there's something to look at, right?
Oh my gosh, that's just too well. Off of Thor and going on to Black Panther 2. This is kind of bittersweet. I did like the original Black Panther, and unfortunately, we lost Chadwick Boseman. But one thing I hope that they do not do, but I think that they are going to do, is that they're going to make his sister Shuri as the next Black Panther.
I hope so. I think it would work, but they could still also, if they get to play the multiverse key again too, because it's right after. Mm-hmm. We could get a different actor who can have the same name and still be Black Panther if they don't do it with the Shuri. So we'll have to wait and see.
I heard rumors that they were going to bring in, Michael Jordan back as Warmonger, and he would be the new Black Panther. I actually like that idea, but I don't know. Michael B. Jordan, yeah.
I don't know.
I kind of like that idea, but if they want to do Shuri, they can do Shuri too.
If they do, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, I'm apprehensive because I wanted to see more of Chadwick's Black Panther. I wanted to see more of that. I loved the stuff. I love what he brought to the team. I don't know. It just sucks. I guess that it makes me sad to think about it because I wanted to see more of Chadwick's Black Panther.
Yeah, because he was just amazing.
Honestly. He will be he'll be missed, and he was like what they said. He was the part. He was he was Black Panther, and
Totally.
honestly,
Yeah.
I even though he did all of his parts and he kept his sickness secret, he did it for the role of that hero to have a role model. I will respect that. I will honor that. He will be
That's
my Black Panther.
Yeah,
for sure.
I
No
think
doubt, man.
everyone
Yeah,
can agree with that. He was Black Panther.
he was, and I don't. And if they put Michael B. Jordan in that part, like say there's some kind of, I guess, a big experience that he has to take on the mantle of Black Panther. If they write that the right way,
yes,
I'll buy it. But there has to be some kind of like come to Jesus moment that he has to have in order to turn into Black Panther. I can buy that. I don't. If they do Shuri, I don't want them to go to woke route with Shuri. I don't, and I don't trust them to do that with her. But we'll see what they do because they're still working on it. Again,
That's what's nice
because Chadwick's gone.
That's what's nice about it being so far out is who knows, where the culture will be at, and who knows how they're going to write it, in between now and then. But you got to come big, and you got to honor Chadwick with that movie. You have to absolutely do that.
I'm going to add that they actually did that within Fortnite. And I know a lot of people go when they hear Fortnite, but when they had their Marvel season, not only did they did a 3D video to tribute to him, but do the Wakanda Forever, they actually put the Black Panther statue within the Fortnite island.
That's awesome.
And they did a quest line so you can actually get the Wakanda Forever. They actually had all the Marvel heroes there as well, all giving thanks or respect to him. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, this one, Black Panther, this one has a lot of nostalgic value. So I really hope they come with it with the writing. Now we go to this one, Captain Marvel. Can I say,
look,
I want them to bring the cat back. If it's about the cat, I'm down.
How many Marvels are in this one? Because I know we're getting Miss Marvel and Brie Larson again. Is there another? Is Rambeau also in this one too?
They're bringing her in, yeah.
Yep.
So it's 3 Marvels, really?
Now, here's the thing.
Marvel film.
I know that not everything is necessarily tied to this in a way, but it would be interesting to see Dexter come in, and you guys know who I'm talking about, right? Dexter, the Red Lantern cat. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Dexter. That's DC though, isn't it?
Well, I know that's DC, but it would be cool if they did something like this with this cat. Like, I don't know, man. I'm just saying. I think it'd be cool if they did something with that, like you say, with the cat. If you focus on the cat, I think people will be a little bit more interested in that. But yeah, I don't know. You could do something cool like that and make it interesting. But aside from that, we know how the first one went down, and I don't like. Oh God. Yeah. Go.
How can you say that, Ords? It's the most successful Marvel movie they ever made. It's the most successful.
If they bring in I think it's Teyonah Parris, she played Monica Rambeau. If they bring her in, because she's a much better actress than Brie Larson. If they bring her into that and they come up with a halfway decent story, it could fly. But for right now, I'm not excited. I still taste the stench of Captain Marvel right now.
But I'm going to play devil's advocate in this, Lorena. At the same time, this is also going to be the first time that Canadian young lady is actually be playing Miss Marvel. And I know a lot of people have their detriments and their thoughts towards Ms. Marvel and how she's been not only delivered, but shown to us within video games and in the present timeline. I will give her a chance if she is a good actress behind the costume, because it is also her premiere acting role, I believe, especially in a Marvel film. There's going to be a lot of eyes on her.
Yeah, if she's a good actress, because I think most fans are willing to overlook bad material in a way if the actress or the actor is relatively good. So it'll be interesting to see what she does, because I hadn't heard of that particular actress before. So it'll be interesting to see how.
It wouldn't surprise me if it was better than the first one.
Yeah.
But the next one, and I know I'm sure people still want to share their stuff about Captain Marvel, but I'm more excited to see a Fantastic Four movie, despite all the ones we got in the past, than I am about Captain Marvel 2. And that says something.
I think I fell asleep in the Fantastic Four movie because I was not impressed. I just wasn't. I think because from
Which one?
the comics, the one Jessica Alba was.
You are not dissing my Alba, are you?
Yes, I am.
I do love Jessica Alba.
I love Jessica Alba, but I did not like that freaking movie. It went against everything that I read in the comics about Fantastic Four. I'm not feeling this. I'm not.
Just replace her with the Jessica Alba from Idle Hands, and the movie is so much better.
We can actually get a decent Fantastic Four film. I can die a happy woman. Especially since the Doom's supposed to be in it.
But Purple, I want to ask: Are you hoping that they deliver a Doctor Doom very well done, or are you hoping they deliver not only the villain and the team?
Please and thank you. Please and thank you.
Both, but Doctor Doom, I've heard rumors, is supposed to be introduced in Black Panther 2. Then is the main villain of the Fantastic Four film.
Oh, that would make sense considering how close those movies are in the timeline.
Mm-hmm. And Namor is supposed to be introduced as well in the Black Panther film.
We've been waiting for Namor forever. Come on, man.
Oh,
sorry.
Give me that Namor.
But no, this is Purple. That's a great. Yeah, absolutely, totally, 100%.
I have to say, I liked Jessica Alba as Susan Storm. I liked Chris Evans as the Human Torch. I liked Michael Chiklis as Ben Grimm. I did not like Julian McMahon as Dr. Doom, and I did not like what's his name. I know that's all what I'll call him. I got his name, but I'm gonna call him what's his name as Reed Richards because what have we seen him in since? What's he's been in?
Hornblower, yeah.
I agree, Loki. The guy who played Reed Richards, I'm like, the two major leads, Reed Richards and the guy from Nip Tuck who played Dr. Doom.
Yeah.
I couldn't get into those two. And it's just, if you can't get your main protagonist and your main antagonist well casted,
that's right.
No, it didn't work for me.
Doesn't matter what his backup dancers have. It doesn't matter what his backup dancers have. If the mains suck, yeah.
God, I couldn't. I think that was one of the first Marvel movies where I was just like, I think I want to watch something else instead.
You know what they could have done with all of these movies just for fun is actually had Toby in pretty much all of these projects, and they just sneak him in the background doing that weird dance. And, it would have actually made it a little bit more enjoyable. You could have made it the Tobey Maguire hunt. Where is he dancing next? Where's that emo haircut? Let's go.
Well, I got a question for the panel. I want everyone to answer. If you had a choice, since we're talking about Fantastic Four, if you had a choice,
come on,
yes, there it is.
There it is.
Okay, well,
restraining order.
Before we watch this,
order.
Let me ask you guys this: Green Lantern movie or Fantastic Four movie? What would you rather see? The old Green Lantern one with Ryan Reynolds or the Jessica Alba Fantastic Four? What would you rather watch?
Jessica Alba Fantastic Four.
Wing Commander.
Fantastic Four.
We can't hear you.
You're muted.
Sorry, I muted myself so no one could hear me typing 100.
All right, say it. Come on, say it.
Green Lantern because I freaking love Ryan Reynolds.
There you go. Purple.
Wait. You guys are really judging this on skin tight Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern outfit.
What's wrong with that? I want to see skin tight Ryan Reynolds anyway. Purple.
Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds.
I love Ryan Reynolds. I love him more as Deadpool, so I would say Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. Oh well.
I'm not part of the panel, but I'm going with the Green Lantern.
Was anyone else in the theater watching Deadpool 2 that jumped up and cheered when he shot his younger self reading the Green Lantern script?
Loved it. That movie was one giant troll, and I loved it.
He looks so innocent when he sits down. And he's like, and he's opening up the script. Finally. He looks so innocent. Finally,
this is brilliant.
You poor soul.
Oh God, you guys are amazing. This is why I hang out with these guys, because we have so much fun on streams. It should be illegal, but I'm glad it's not. And I'm
Stephen's
so
staring
thankful
into my
you
soul.
guys joined me today.
I take no affiliation with these people who like think Wing
Man, I can
Commander.
see your
my
brain
God.
from here, man.
There's no brain in here.
But guys,
I'm not affiliated with intelligence.
thank you guys so much for doing this. I greatly appreciate this. You guys have been absolutely amazing.
Thank
Like,
you
Thanks
for
for
having
having
us,
us.
Amanda.
Thank you for
Thank
having
you.
us.
Oh, it is my pleasure. And to everybody, thank you so much for the comments. And I have to say this, this is about the Gym City, but you guys subbing to this channel you made me cry off screen. So thank you.
You sure it wasn't because we were talking about Tobey Maguire dancing you started
I was
crying?
too busy trying to find a video to throw it up at the end of this. So, but guys, thank you guys so much. We greatly appreciate it. Make sure that you guys check these people out. They are absolutely amazing. So you can find Reina on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at, I'm going to pronounce this so wrong, Lorena Creole.
Reina Creole. Mm-hmm.
Hey, okay, I didn't mess it up. You can find Steven right here on YouTube under Fat Steven Segal, or on Twitter at Fat Segal Batman. You can find Loki here on YouTube at Loki's Mornings of Mischief, or over on Twitter at Stone Loki 1. You can find Valkyrie over on Twitter at Purple Lady 853, or right here at Rise and Shine with the Valkyries. You can find Ords Board on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at Ords Board. And don't forget to check out his amazing, beautiful, the better half of him, the Kashyyk Queen, Amber herself. She's over on Twitter and Instagram at Kashyyk_Queen. Obviously, the kids kept her from being here. Hello, He-Man.
Yeah.
Hi.
By the power of Grayskull, it's cold in here.
How dare you?
But of course, guys, it is time to start the next panel. We have another panel coming up. We're doing a sketch off with actually some amazing people, Sean Forney illustration and Rodney Fyke. But again, big shout out to all of you. Oh, good Lord, Sailor Moon. Thank you guys so much for being here. I greatly appreciate it. And I'm honored to have you all here and to be a part of this. It was so amazing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Amanda.
Thank you for inviting us.
Thank you.
Thank you, Amanda, and thank you to the con organizers for actually letting us come on without checking our backgrounds first.
I get that.
Bye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Bye.
I love cake. Really love cake.
Oh. Hey.
And with that, guys, welcome Mr. Rodney Fyke.
Hey, how we doing?
We're doing, and Mr. Sean Forney.
Howdy.
Hi, Sean. And the guy who's going to jump in on you guys, the boss.
Holy crap.
Ready.
Was that my cue?
It is now.
All right.
There's a Jesse Noble here?
Yeah.
Yes. So,
There's a noble sighting.
Sean and Rodney, thank you so much for agreeing to do a special sketch off that you guys do on Thursday night and Friday nights. We're very happy to have both of you here.
Well, thank you for having us.
Yes, thanks for having us. It's only going to cost you a little bit.
I'm surprised at how well you read that. That almost came off natural.
What'd you have to bribe her with, Jesse?
You don't want to know.
But seriously, guys, thank you so much for doing this. Jesse, I'm gonna let you have some fun with the boys while they do some sketch off. Oh, speaking of, what are you guys sketching off for me today?
We're doing Batman stuff.
Batman. I'm not gonna do the actual song because I'm not gonna get copywritten.
I'm doing Batman, and Sean's doing
I guess I decided to do Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman. Okay. We're JLA people, so that's kind of in honor of the Snyder re-release, Snyder Cut.
Snyder Cut. I still think I'm the only person who hasn't seen it on this planet.
I haven't seen it.
I haven't
thank
seen it. I haven't been able to carve out 4 hours to watch it yet.
Right.
The 4 hours. Hey guys, how we doing? Yay! But no, seriously, guys, thank you guys so much for doing this. I'm gonna let you guys take over, and Jesse, I'll let you bother them. Richard, anything to say before we disappear again?
No, just don't leave me alone again, okay?
I had to go potty.
I don't believe her.
Yeah, I don't either.
Sounds fishy to me.
I just wanted to bug you guys for a little bit while you're sketching because I didn't. I can't be here for the end of the show. And I wanted to make sure that everybody that watching, I wanted to say thank you and all that good stuff, and remind everybody that there is going to be a physical show, which these guys are going to be at, as far as I know, right?
Yeah, as far as I know.
Yeah, as long as you've met all of the demands that we've tried sending you over and over that you keep ignoring.
I didn't get that email. That's weird. Why don't you try to resend it?
I have a few dozen times.
And now I'm still. I don't. Maybe you're sending it to the wrong email address.
We've emailed it. We've sent it to the Facebook Messenger. I think we did some smoke signals.
The Pony
We had a
Express.
plane flying over the house with a banner.
Nice. Gosh, with me on the crawl, Amanda, I know you're listening. You really can't see any of the detail that these guys are putting in, I think. So why don't you just pop me out and I'll just sit there with my voice in so you can see. Is that possible?
I don't think so. Which
you can't do two? Okay.
You can do two, but I think you actually have to be in the setup with.
Okay. Well, then I'm not gonna take away from your guys' banter, but I just wanted to say thank you to everybody that was watching, and thank you guys for doing this. And hopefully, I'll see you all soon.
Don't worry, I'll get rid of Jesse so you guys can do your thing.
All right, that's it.
All right.
Have fun, kids.
Have fun.
All right.
Well, I didn't know what we were doing, so I started doodling because.
That's fine. I'm still looking for good reference. Let's see.
So what have you been up to on this fine Saturday?
Working on Pitter Patter.
Oh, do we want to do an actual sketch off? You know, you're like 10 minutes too late to the party.
Well, I'm watching on Facebook because I'm not behind the scenes.
I already started because nobody laid out the rules.
It's okay. I'll catch up.
I don't know. Why are we not both up on the screen? Where's the old producers?
Because he wasn't drawing yet, so I was focusing on you.
Oh, okay. That's a good idea.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't know. I'm doing what the producers say.
All right. There we go. Okay. So, how you been?
Oh, not too bad. Got my 3 all-out poo pages done for the day.
Oh, nice.
We took Monster Mutt on a WALK.
Oh, that's funny that you have to spell it out.
He even knows it when I spell it.
It's the Wonder Pooch.
And yeah, I mean that's about it. Got a kind of an early start to the day, so I knocked all that stuff out before 3 o'clock, which amazed me.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah. So gonna add some more color to a little bit of the Scarlet's Field Guide to Cryptids and Other Creatures book here as producer A finishes up all the last minute edits and proofreading and all that jazz.
Right.
And then we're going to kind of go through, finish that up. Hopefully today. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, producer B. But no, we're going to try to get that wrapped up so that hopefully we can start putting stuff off to the printer and also get the the digital copies out to the backers.
Nice.
Because the digital part shouldn't take as much time, and then all we got to do is wait for stuff to arrive so we can start shipping.
That's cool. Yeah, she was proofreading the Loveland Frogman story last night, and she read me back a sentence that I wrote that was like 3 sentences long. He's like, "That's not a run-on sentence, is it, Fyke?" Maybe. I got carried away.
And she was just busting you up left and right this morning already.
Oh yeah, we've had a good time today. Did you like my response?
Oh yeah.
I actually thought of that. I went to the gym today just to go to the hydrotherapy table because my hip was really sore. So I didn't do anything but go to the hydrotherapy table and allow that to work my hip out. And I was laying there on the table, and I'm like, and it just came to me, and I just started giggling. So I pulled out my phone real quick and typed it into my Word app, and so I wouldn't forget it, because I am prone to forget things.
Oh yeah, that's how I've been jotting numerous notes down in my sketchbook every time I think of something. It's got numerous let's say plot points, I guess, mapped out for the next Scarlet issue.
Yeah,
and then apparently the next story arc. So getting somewhere with all of it.
Yeah, it's funny. For people that don't know what we're talking about, I guess we can talk about this. I got grief today from producer B because of always using food in my stories in some way, which I don't think is a problem, but it's like all of the issues of pitter patter. I don't know. Well, yeah, there's candy and all kinds of stuff. And then I don't know. So she was just bringing all the stuff, and then so we brought up the 3 stories that I wrote for you guys, and sure enough, all 3 stories have some type of food reference in them.
It was funny because I did not really pick up on it. I just took it as one of those things of trying to what's the word I'm looking for? Like, not humanize, but like just make a natural story flow of like
relatability.
Yeah, something you can relate to, something that would naturally happen, which would be, in this case, grabbing a candy bar at the gas station, or a giant creature eating people. Right. It just made sense to me. I didn't really think of it until producer B brought that up this morning. I'm like, what the heck are you talking about? And then you guys started rattling off, and I was like, oh yeah, the giant spider does eat people. Hey, it works. The story flows. It's got some, like you said, it's got some relatability in there.
I dig it.
It does its purpose, It serves the purpose there.
Right.
So I don't know who all is watching, whatever, but feel free to throw in the comments. I guess I can see them now that I activated that whole side of the screen. I'm not used to doing this where we're not like able to control it.
Turn comments on, huh? There we go.
But so we normally do this on our live streams on Thursdays and Friday nights. We spend 30 minutes. Today, apparently, we get 45. And we do these quick little sketches. We started alternating nights. So if we do Thursday night one week, we alternate. The next week, it's on Friday, so on and so forth. And we do the sketches for sale. I'm assuming we're doing that same thing today, where you can buy the sketches.
Yep.
You can message us on our respective Facebook pages, which Can't really yell to producer A to throw in the comments because it's not really going to work. Okay, she's going to work on that. You got to throw them in the YouTube because it seems like that's where everybody's at is on the YouTube.
Okay.
Amanda's throwing in some comments of she's got my Facebook page in there so far, and now she's got the Hasm page coming up.
Right on.
Needs to put the art of Rodney Fyke in there. So you can head on over to Facebook, message us on our pages. If you're interested in purchasing the piece, we can get you details because I'm not sure how far we're going to get and what we're going to do. So I'm not going to put my foot in my mouth like I did the other night. So the producers will take care of letting you know the pricing.
There you go. Okay, we're going to ink today, right?
I'm going to attempt it.
Okay.
We are doing our normal stuff. Right, sure. Gonna try to. So we're gonna do 45. So you get a little bit of a price break today.
All right. Now, what would be really cool is if I had my ink pens handy. I thought I did. Here we go. Okay. Chris doesn't quit, says he already like it. Cool. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Let's see. So are we allowed to talk about Falcon and Winter Soldier? Or we want to stay spoiler free?
I don't know. Guess we should get the folks in the comments to chime in. Can we talk Falcon and the Winter Soldier yet?
Yeah.
Is it too soon?
That's a good idea. We usually have a rule on our show that we can't talk about this week's episode until next week in case people haven't seen it. We don't want to spoil it for anybody.
I will say as a spoiler-free review, that was killer first episode.
Yeah.
I'm very intrigued to see what the heck's going to happen.
It was driving me nuts because I could not remember Batrox's name.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, it's not Baron Zemo. That's Baron Zemo. What? I know it starts with a B.
Batroc Galipa. Played by Georges, I think is how you say it. St. Pierre.
Yeah, Georges St. Pierre. Jorge, George.
I don't know. It's George with an S at the end. I think it's Georges.
Georges.
That's how the podcaster pronounced it this morning.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to go with that. All right. Amanda is saying no spoilers.
Fine.
We won't tell you about how Baby Yoda shows up and saves the day.
We won't talk about how the Taskmaster comes in and kills the Winter Soldier, and it's all a flashback.
And then he wakes up to J.R. Ewing next to him in the bed.
And Bobby's in the shower in the other room. None of that.
We won't let any of those details slide. All right, producer A is in the comments throwing out our deets and how you can pick these up and make a purchase. It's a virtual con with artwork for sale, right?
There you go. You can't beat that. It's just like an actual Comic-Con without the cooties.
There we go. Producer A says we like cooties.
We have been playing the ultimate adult version game of Cooties for the last year.
Yeah. I was gonna say the only cooties we can enjoy are the Tammy cooties.
Hey, are Tammy's cooties really cooties?
I don't know.
Are they just coo-ease? I'm asking for a friend.
That's why we need Andre in the house. Where's Andre?
Where's Andre at? He always has an answer for those pressing questions. It is a beautiful day out today.
Yes. My plan, as soon as we're done on here, is go whip up the rest of dinner, go out and light up the grill, hang out outside.
I might just get in a car and go for a nice drive.
There you go.
Go down.
We already took a little jaunt with the puppy dog, and it's nice outside.
Yeah.
Threw on a just threw on a hoodie, and
yeah,
comfortable.
It's a wee bit chilly out, so we got to make sure we protect ourselves from the chilies. Okay. I don't know if you were listening to the folks on before we were on here, but they were talking about the Fantastic Four movies and how they're excited, probably more for that than anything coming out in the next couple of years. And then they were going over their likes and dislikes of the Michael Chiklis Jessica Alba cast.
Okay.
It was pretty funny listening to them.
Nice. No, I had my head buried in the All Out poop pages, and then started trying to fiddle around with some stuff to wrap up the cryptid stuff. So I honestly had Raiders of the Lost Ark going. I was listening to that. It's on Paramount Channel. So okay. I was getting my Indiana Jones fix for the day.
I got you. I got the sports ball tournament on.
And then right before coming on here, I knew I only had like a few minutes left, and Temple of Doom was starting, so I quickly switched over and just threw on some YouTube music for just a few minutes. Listened to like a song and a half basically before I jumped on here.
Gotcha. You know, I speaking of YouTube, I listened to Pink Floyd. It was probably Wednesday night while I was working on stuff. I listened to Dark Side of the Moon, and I listened to The Wall.
Nice.
And I haven't listened to Pink Floyd in probably 25 years.
Yeah.
And I will be listening to it again because a lot of Pink Floyd is very quiet and very low-key and subtle. But it was funny because some of the words and some of the songs, like, ooh, you couldn't sing that today. Ooh, you couldn't sing that today.
Right.
Especially on The Wall. It's like, whew.
But yeah, it was interesting. And it used to be like a staple, like in the high school days and the college days.
Yeah.
It was always in rotation. One of the albums, The Dark Side of the Moon or The Wall or all the other ones.
Yeah, I gotta be honest. I've never been a huge Pink Floyd fan. You know, I'll listen to it on occasion. But I just remember when I was in high school, it was when all that stuff started coming out about, well, if you start Dark Side of the Moon at such time, it syncs up perfectly with Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
And I have yet to actually do that, but I was so like hooked on that whole, like conspiracy or whatever. And once that, kind of started making all the internet airwaves, basically.
Yeah. I've never done that myself either.
We talked about it a little bit at like a family like Christmas party or something, I think. But we still never ended up breaking out the album and trying to sync it up. We were just sitting there watching the movie, and then at the time it was like trying to find the person that supposedly hung themselves in the background.
Oh yeah, one of the crew members accidentally tripped on a rope or something and hung themselves.
Yeah, that was always the weird theory going around, and according to, I don't remember who it was, whatever it was at the time, it was like they finally debunked it. And it was like, no, that's really not what you see floating around in the background, swinging around back there. But it was just one of those fun, goofy things to do.
Oh yeah, and I'm sure that during the days before the interwebs, a lot of those theories and conspiracies bore a lot more fruit than they do now, because now they can be very easily debunked.
Oh yeah. Except they can't debunk all of our crazy Mephisto theories. Dang it! We know he's coming.
He's out there, folks. He's coming to get you.
I didn't see any hints of him in Winter Soldier. That's not a spoiler, folks.
No. No.
But I'm sure we will in the second episode.
Yeah, he's going to pop up somewhere. Maybe he's going to pop up with Taskmaster.
Ooh. Yeah, I keep forgetting that, whenever the heck we finally get Black Widow, that we're actually going to get to see Taskmaster.
Yeah. The Chinese safe Taskmaster.
Right, yeah, because they can't do a skull.
Yeah. Which
everybody keeps saying all those things, and they're like, well, doesn't that rule out Mephisto? And then, like, apparently there's a whole bunch of arguments of, like, how they can get away with Mephisto, and I don't know.
Mephisto doesn't have a skull face.
Yeah, they've got something against imagery of, like, the devil, ghost, and things of that nature. So they keep saying that they can't do Mephisto.
Well,
but I don't know.
I just think it's funny that China has rules.
Right?
And we'll squirrel it right there.
Yeah, no, it's interesting. It's yeah, squirrel.
Yeah. I want to say so much, but I can't.
We're gonna keep this
a
squirrel friendly zone.
Cancel free event. All right. I do really like the actors in the Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Oh yeah. Shoot, I was gonna say something, and I think that would be a spoiler, so I'm gonna not say that one. But Yeah, they had some really great parts, some great like little subtle things to give away some like story stuff. I don't know. It's just
So I have a question that shouldn't be a spoiler. The kid that Sam was working with in the military,
yes.
is he somebody?
Yes.
Who?
He actually becomes Falcon.
Really?
Yeah, in the Sam Wilson Captain America story.
Yeah.
He eventually becomes Falcon. Remind me, and I will send you a YouTube link to New Rockstar's little breakdown of the first episode, and it was funny. I was getting ready to work, and we were watching the news or whatever, and right after the news, it was like, I think Good Morning America, like the Saturday edition came on or something. And I love listening to the guys over at New Rockstars, like doing all their breakdowns and stuff on the movies, the TV shows, and all that jazz. And so they started talking about how this is, like a good nerd weekend because you got the Snyder Cut and Falcon and Winter Soldier, and somehow I'm not really sure how I got worked in there, but a movie about Aretha Franklin tied in, and that really baffled me.
Oh yeah, that's I guess that opens. It's on a National Geographic channel, which I don't get that.
Yeah, so that really threw me for a loop. I'm like, how did these tie together? But anyway, they brought on Eric Voss from New Rockstars to talk about Falcon and the Winter Soldier and give like a little breakdown. And it's like, ooh, that means he's already got his breakdown filmed and it should be on YouTube. So as soon as I started working, popped that on, and I was listening to that.
So Eric Voss is one of the guys on New Rockstars?
Yes, yeah, he's like their main host. At least he's the one that I see doing all the stuff that I'm usually watching.
Okay.
But he's got a really cool breakdown and talks about who some of the characters are, their comic book iteration, and how they could potentially follow this storyline, that storyline, whatever.
Okay.
So I'll shoot that over to you, and it's definitely something to check out.
Cool. I appreciate it.
It'll give you some insight into the character you're asking about.
And I don't remember, and I made this comment to Tina last night when we were watching it, I don't remember Sam having a sister or nephews.
In the comic or like just in the movie?
And well, either.
Comic, I have no clue. In the movie, I don't think they ever really made mention of it. I mean, he didn't tell a whole lot of his backstory other than he was, whatever type of not soldier, but whatever his position was in the Air Force.
Yeah.
And that was really all they gave us. And the nephews were like he quickly dropped a little bit of exposition of before the blip they were barely there, barely born, and then comes back 5 years later, and now he's got I don't know, it looks like they were like 10 and 12 or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure they'll be filling in a lot of gaps.
Oh yeah.
Next few episodes.
Yeah. One of the things I was watching, listening to, what have you, was like they're saying that this is going to lead into 3 different. I think they said 3 different series. This is like the setup, according to the director.
Wow. Okay.
Now, what those might be, I don't know, but yeah, that actually came from the director, which means he's definitely got the inside track of what's going on.
Huh, that's interesting. That's got my mind spinning now.
Yeah. And I can't remember if it was specifically, was it 3 different series or 3 different movies or just 3 different titles, like maybe 2 of them are movies and 1 of them's a series or something. But it's gonna be Gonna be interesting.
Huh. I just remember Batrox was always showing up in Captain America.
Oh yeah.
So I know he was in with the AIM Boys or Hydra. Or what I don't remember what international terrorist group he was affiliated with. It was so long ago. But so I mean, I guess that's exactly what they're going with now.
Yeah. They tied him in with that. What they call it, LAF.
Yeah.
Which I don't. Maybe they did say it. I can't remember if that they gave a like what that was. You know what the initials stood for or whatever. But it got my hopes up for a second when they said the initials, and I'm like, ooh, L, Latveria, Dr. Doom. No.
Well, see, that's what I was trying to do in my mind. I was trying to link it to the Fantastic Four movie. But
It
that's
could.
not. I mean, that's not supposed to come out until what? 22? 23?
Oh, it's going to be a while from there.
Yeah.
They just started. Like, well, they haven't even really started because the same director is the one directing Spider-Man: No Way Home. So,
right.
My guess is it's probably going to be more like 25.
So they haven't even cast those characters yet.
Yeah. At least that we know of.
$25. That's 4 more years.
Now I'm just figuring out how many movies they've already got on the slate for the next couple of years, and if they're still doing, stuff wrapping up Spider-Man. Like, ooh, that didn't sound good.
What was it?
There's a couple of dogs just going absolutely nuts outside, and he heard them. He's giving the business to the whatever's up. Oh, there's 2 labs outside. I don't know. It sounded pretty vicious from what I could hear.
Vicious Labs?
I don't know. That it sounded like they were like really going after somebody or something. And then he heard him, and he came in here and started going bonkers.
You only have like 8 minutes.
8 minutes.
Already?
Yep.
Holy Toledo.
Yep. Well, I definitely won't be getting these inks finished, but if anybody wants it, I'll finish them up. Got a little over ambitious to see what I could, get done in 45 minutes.
Well, I tried to keep it simple. Big black areas. Did she say 8 minutes or 4?
8. Now we're down to 7.
Okay. That's better than 4.
Yeah. I think it's time to pull out some new pens. I definitely smoked these on some pages.
I'm loving this big fabric castle.
Oh yeah, yeah. That was my discovery the other night when we were getting ready to stream. I went looking for something else, and I looked, and there's a box of them. I was like, "Ooh, I don't have to order more of these. I got a whole brand new box."
Sweet.
I know I have some, but I gotta dig around and find them. I need to find some more of these. Not that one. The zebra pens. I know I've got some more of the bigger, fatter ones. I just don't remember where they are.
They're hiding.
Yeah.
There we go.
So we got 5 minutes left. What other stuff can we plug?
Oh, let's see.
All right. I don't know. What you got, Rodney?
Well, we'll soon be seeing a lot of promo stuff for Pitter Patter issue 2.
Excellent.
Get that cover inked up and colored and start using that in promos. I got to do some new poses for some new stickers. We've already got some head stickers of their heads, but we want to do some full body stickers. So I got to create new artwork for that. So yeah, that's what's going to be the main focus. And working on new sketch cards for the convention, the impending convention, physical convention schedule.
Excellent.
In the next few months. So that's kind of that's where my focus is. What about you?
So let's see. It just got put out there yesterday. April 10th, I will be out at Clan McDonald Comics, and we've got a new all-out Pooh book coming. So if you guys have seen the Do You Pooh books, brand story, I penciled, inked, and colored, and then Rodney saved my butt and inked a handful of pages for me. That will come out. I think the first release will be the signing appearance at Clan McDonald on April 10th. So if you haven't yet, go over to Facebook, join the Clan McDonald Comics and Collectibles Facebook group, so you can keep up to date when those are going to be on sale and all that good stuff. The exclusive is now up for a pre-order on the Facebook group. It's a private group. You got to join the group in order to get it. And then there's going to be some different variant versions coming out, and I'm going to have a variant version of it probably sometime in May if scheduling goes right. And then I'll be opening up the commission list when I'm there at Clan McDonald. So if anybody's interested in a commission that I spend more than 30 minutes on, I will be taking orders for those out there at Clan McDonald. And it hasn't really been announced, but we're also going to be making an appearance at Comics Elite. I will post some details once I know some details on that. And we got Scarlet's Field Guide to Cryptids and Other Creatures in the works, hopefully finishing up, going to the printer this weekend. And we'll put that up on the website for sale as soon as we got copies in hand. And all sorts of numerous other stuff that if you go over and like our Facebook pages, follow us on social media, you'll see all of our goodies. Amanda and producer A had put some stuff in the comments. You can follow us on. You can also follow us on YouTube. I see a lot of folks are watching us on YouTube. It's Rodney Fyke on YouTube, right?
Yep.
And then Sean Forney over on the YouTube.
We have Hasm channel as well.
Okay. So you can go to Rodney Fyke and Hasm on the YouTube. Follow us on Twitch. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram. We're on all the social medias. Join us Thursdays and Fridays, 8 p.m. Eastern. We do our live streams, and we do these little sketch-off battles and sketch all sorts of other goodness while we're on there live.
All sorts of creamy little goodness.
And I don't know, we got like a minute left, and that's all I got.
That's enough.
Right?
A couple of busy bees here.
We're trying to make it happen.
All right. That's all we can do.
Amanda's hooking us up with all the links to the social medias on there.
Are you done?
No, almost.
I totally bit off more than I could chew in 45 minutes.
Oh, you're almost there. Don't panic. Just ziggy zaggy, ziggy zaggy. Oi, oi, oi. You get it.
Yeah.
How much time we got?
We're over by a minute.
Honesty as much as you want.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just about done.
I'm about ready to just go ahead and call it because
Jesse can't be at the ending, so I now have no ending.
Oh, that bum. He had to come up with an excuse to not partake in his own show, huh?
He doesn't love us anymore.
Yeah. Might give him grief.
Let's see how it is.
All right, yeah, we're gonna call Wonder Woman. It's just
all right.
It's falling apart there as I work on it. Oh well.
All right.
Well, those are completely awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
B, thank you guys so much for doing this. I know you guys have such busy schedules, and both of these guys are going to be at the live show also, which is coming at you on July 24th or 25th at the Dayton Convention Center in Dayton, Ohio. This will be the in-person show. So they'll still be at their tables. They'll be doing commissions, things like that. So you could go and say hi to them in person because they're awesome.
Yay. We will be there. We'll be social distancing with stuff.
With stuff.
Yeah.
Masks. Pepper spray.
Body armor. Automatic Lysol sprayers. It'll be all good.
Bubbles of all kinds.
Yes.
Bubbles. But no, guys, seriously, thank you guys so much for doing this. It's greatly appreciated. Oh man, the sun is starting to set, and there's this blinding white light behind me now. Ooh.
Oh, I thought you were having a coming to Jesus moment there.
I am.
Jesus is coming through the window.
Dun, dun, dun.
Chris says he likes the Wonder Woman better, but he also likes the art concept. He also complimented saying that your Batman was slick, by the way, Rodney. And again, if they have not been bought yet, have they? Anybody? No? Because
I don't know. My producer's upstairs busy doing something else.
so if they haven't been claimed, they are $45. That
Yes.
includes U.S. first class shipping, absolutely free. Yay! And all you need to do is, if you are interested in the Wonder Woman, you can contact Sean at Sean Forney Illustration over on Facebook. And if you are interested in the Batman, you can contact Rodney at the Art of Rodney Fyke on Facebook. Because I had no idea which one, because Rodney, no offense, you have 3 Facebook accounts. I don't know which one goes where.
Art of Rodney Fyke.
I got that now. And yes, these guys are on YouTube. These guys are on Twitch. These guys are on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. And what they do is every Thursday night and Friday night, they are either working on some commissions or they're doing a sketch-off battle, which is timed for 30 minutes. And normally it's just pencils, right?
Yeah, that's where it starts, but we've done a couple where we go to ink. It just kind of depends on what we're feeling and what the producers tell us to do.
But what's really cool is these guys, they pick something from pop culture. They do this amazing sketch off, and you can watch it on Facebook or Twitter, or not Twitter, Twitch or YouTube. So it's okay. First off, this is bothering me. Richard, get on your side, please.
There you go. Thank you.
Get over there now. But no, it's really cool. They sit back, they talk with the fans, they talk to the people that are talking, and they ask questions about their artwork. They get to promote some of their stuff that they work on, because both of these guys are comic book creators as well. Sean has an amazing retelling of basically Little Red Riding Hood. It's called The Scarlet Huntress. It is one of my favorite independent comics out there, as she hunts all these cryptoids. And so you really need to check that out. And then Rodney, under Haslam Productions, has Peanut Pudded and Jelly and Pitter Patter, which are great comics for kids of all ages. And one of my new favorite adult horror comics, Roadkill Rampage. So please go check out their comics.
Yay. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
Because
All right.
I love you guys. Thank you guys so much. You don't have to go if you want to stay. We're just gonna do a quick recap on the show. Let people know where they can find some of the creators that we've had on the show, and then say our good nights. And then I'm gonna finally go eat.
Okay, I'm gonna bounce because I need to go eat too.
Oh well,
Yes.
okay. The food has called, but no. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We greatly appreciate it.
Awesome.
Yes.
Thank you guys for having us. We appreciate it as well.
Yes, thank you. And you guys have fun. Come see us in July. Come join our fun live stuff on Thursdays and Fridays. And Rodney and I also stream on the mornings. I'm at 10 a.m. Eastern, and then Rodney's at 11 a.m. Eastern. You can see our schedules on all our social media stuff when we post them and whatnot. And again, thank you for everybody checked it out, hung out, and the kind words and all those goodies.
Yep.
It has been our pleasure. Thank you guys so much for joining us, and amazing on your sketches.
Thank you. Have
Thank
a great
you.
night, everybody.
See you guys.
See ya.
Bye.
See you, Richard.
See ya.
And that, everybody, concludes day 1 of the Gem City Comic Con panels. We were supposed to have the big bad boss himself join us for this final hour, but he's the boss. I can't. It's not like I get to put a locator collar on him and shock him if he doesn't do what I tell him. He's the boss. So there's not much I could do about it. But before we move on any further, Richard, you are the owner operator of UVN, the Underground Video Network. What do you do there?
We produce videos and audio podcasts. Basically, we've been doing UVN behind the counter for 18 years now. We originally started on local access in Lima, Ohio. And then once that went away, we moved online to YouTube. Actually, we went to Google Video before even YouTube. So we've been around since video's been around. And then lately, Michael Boroff and me has been doing the show UVN We Talk Too Much, which started out as just audio podcasts, and now it's been a combination with video using the StreamYard function. So you can watch us live, and then the audio will be posted a little later. And that's what we've been doing. We talk a bunch of Geek Street culture and stuff like that.
Awesome. And then as for me, I am Amanda from Amanda Gilliam Presents, and I'm just gonna make this easier on myself because I use this for my own show. we are a gaming / podcast group. My group consists of 10 people, where we do a bunch of different gaming with each other. All of our live broadcast is actually done over on Twitch. I'm mainly a Twitch streamer, and then I edit those videos and then I put them up here on YouTube. The reason why you actually catch our conventions here on YouTube that we get to cover is because being Twitch affiliated means that I can't stream to multiple platforms. With Twitch being affiliated, you agree to an agreement that all your live streams on Twitch are only on Twitch for the first 24 hours. Since this is not mine, this is the Gem City Comic Con, and I wanted to make sure that it went onto their Facebook page. They gave me the honor of being able to do this also on my YouTube page. But of course it will get uploaded onto Twitch as well. But we do all of our live streaming over there. We have 2 different podcasts. On Tuesdays, we do what is called the Crew Podcast, where you actually get to just sit down and we're eating and drinking and just having a good time, talking to each other, talking about our week and some of our favorite things with anything that's geek culture. And then, of course, I do a creator podcast where I get to actually interview creators from movies, gaming, Twitch streamers, YouTubers. I've had Richard on the show to promote his stuff. You see Sean and Rodney just a moment ago. They've been on the show. So I get to actually talk to a lot of really cool creators that I get to let you get to know them a little bit more personally. And they also get to promote their stuff. It's more laid back, like sitting on the couch, hanging out with your friends type stuff. On top of that, Wednesdays through Sundays, we do gaming, and we play everything from 7 Days to Die, The Forest, Killing Floor 2, Fortnite, GTA 5, Dead by Daylight, Fall Guys. And we also collaborate with the people that you saw on the first part of the show called Scoop Hash, where we play games like Among Us, Gmod, and other games like that. So I hope, if you like content like that, you go check it out. We have a lot of fun doing it. It's just for fun, and it's a lot of fun. On top of that, to help support AGP, I have a slight little crafting hobby I have. So we make things like these little pillows. Okay, camera, focus. These are called our throw-mes. Anybody who works in any type of content creator industry will tell you that sometimes you get a little frustrated, right?
Yep.
But as a gamer, where's one that's not attached? I ain't throwing this. This is too much money. So I get a throw-me. It's not actually wise to throw it at your computer screen, but it's just a way of showing that we call them throw-mes because instead of throwing your controller or something that's going to break, throw a throw-me, and it works really well. On top of that, come here, baby. Can I show off something on you? I like to make dogs. Okay, see, you done made the camera drunk. There we go. Come here. Show everybody. Fizzy here is actually wearing... I made her a My Little Pony thing because I happen to be a My Little Pony fan. And so she is wearing her... She's like, Mom, don't make people see that you're making me wear Rainbow Dash. But she's wearing a Rainbow Dash, so we do that. Scarves range anywhere between teeny tiny to 5 all the way up to 15. Throw-mes are 5. We also have... This is a commission. Somebody wanted a small Mario purse, so it has little pockets here on the sides and then in the middle. And we sell these for 20. And then we have big dice bags that are 15 and small dice bags that are 5. We have coasters. Again, my camera, I need to get a new one. And then my favorite, ties for your pets. Look how cute. And they just go through, it just goes through the collar. But if any of this stuff might interest you, you can always go check us out over on Facebook. It's where I will post stuff like this. If there's something that you're interested in or want to commission, let me know. I can work something out, see what we could do about making the shipping and handling cheap. That sun is going to kill me.
Yeah.
It's slowly creeping in and taking over my face. But
well, at least you're not a vampire.
No, I'm not. So, again, just to recap, first off, we want to thank everybody for joining us. We want to thank everybody with the comments. We want to thank all of our guests. We've had some amazing guests today, from the amazing panel that we had beginning this video with Reina and Loki. And Loki of Loki's Morning of Mischiefs, and Purple Valkyrie, and Ords Board, and Steven. You guys were amazing. Thank you guys so much. We greatly appreciate all that you do. Make sure that you find them all. They are all amazing YouTubers. And little hint, I don't know why she did this, but Lorena's going to have me on her show. So please don't hold that against her, and don't drop her ratings. Okay. I'm sorry. Of course, to Sean, Forney, and Rodney Fyke for doing their sketch off battle that they normally do on Thursdays and Fridays. It was an honor to have you guys pick characters to do here on Gem City Comic Con's online show. Of course, a big shout out to Victor Dandridge Jr. And his How You Create Saturday Morning little comics. That was really cool. I actually, if you missed that one, that was part one. I made a character. Here's her headshot. And then, of course, to Jenny Wood and Jeff McClelland. Thank you. And their writing panel, which again I participated in. It was a lot of fun to do that as well. And then of course to the Orcs with an amazing cosplay panel. Again, I'm sorry I had to cut it short. We only have 45 minutes. I'm so sorry. But I'll get those guys on my podcast and they can have 4 hours so they can talk about whatever they want. On that note, Richard, is there anything else that you want to say?
No, just going to do a live broadcast tonight at 8 p.m. over at Underground Video Network. So.
And that is, of course, I know you will do it on Facebook, but yes. Hold on, because I got you.
Uh-oh.
Give me a second. Following channels. So no matter where you are, no matter what you do, you can either watch it over on Facebook. Where did you go, Richard?
I don't know.
Where did you go? Why are you not?
That's okay. They can find it.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. I was like, what's that noise? Oh, it's yours. I had you can also watch them over on Twitch.
Right.
And you are here on YouTube as well. You could have been grabbing one of these for me.
Oh, yeah. I forgot. I can do that.
Yes, you can. Or you can watch it here. Just give me Underground Video Network, please. Give it. Copy here, because for some reason Underground Video Network over on YouTube. This is them. Check them out.
Yeah.
To make sure that you're in the right place. Bam, 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 and bam. That's what you're looking for. Yay! So with that note, everybody, I know that we were supposed to go to 5 o'clock, but like I said, the boss, he disappeared it on me. So we're going to go ahead and cut it early so everybody can go eat and go to the bathroom. Of course, we will be back tomorrow starting again at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. There are a lot of guests that are going to be there for tomorrow as well. We are starting off with Austin Allen Hamlin, who will be doing a creator, being an independent creator. He'll be doing a panel on that. Then after that, we have, where's my papers? Oh, there it is. Then after that, we have Galatoon, which is a tabletop card gaming battle royale type game. It's really interesting. It's easy to learn. but fun for all, and it's fun for the whole family. But even people like me who's big into like Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Magic the Gathering, I enjoy playing that card game as well. So you definitely need to make sure that you check that out. After Galatoon, we have Twilight Star Studios being Twilight Star Studios.
Hey,
that's the best I can explain them.
We got a lot of projects coming out.
I understand this, but you're still just Twilight Star Studios. The best way to explain Twilight Star Studios is you just have to tune in to see Twilight Star Studios. And then to round the first half of the Gem City Comic Con for part 3 will be Mess Comics. They will be doing a working together panel with writers and artists for comic books. Then we will come back for part 4 and the finale, starting with Tom Zoller, Christy Blanche, Paul Story, Bob Harrison, Emily, I can't remember, Emily, like it's Emily W. and Tony Flex, and they will be doing a creator-owned panel. And then we end with the amazing and talented Twitch streamer / YouTuber Gaia Level, introducing you to what it means to be a content creator and how to use social media for that. So we hope that you all tune in for part 3 and 4 tomorrow. Again, we greatly appreciate everything that you guys have done for us. I cannot thank you guys enough for all the amazing feedback that you guys have already done and all the likes and the sharing of it. You guys are amazing. And we will, not I will, this isn't my show. We will see you all tomorrow. Say goodnight, Richard.
Good night.
Bye.